All right, greetings, populace. This is James Colby Kiley. We got to wear the glasses for this because I got to focus. And we're back to the Wayside. Still there. This one's about Dr. Cretin and his unremarkable juice of thought. And that's actually the poem of the title. Yep, exactly like that. Damn it. Dr. Cretin and the unremarkable juice of thought. Dr. Cretin's not really that good of a doctor. He's not terrible, though. The poem goes, remarkable is an unlikely description of thought juice function, as unremarkable is as likely for leading to a misunderstanding as remarkable. Therefore, we shall embark on the thought boat into the pond of plausible knowledge. First, of course, one must hold a course along the wrong end of St. Jack's prophetic bottle, which is a tributary to plausibility. To begin defining juice of thought, or J.o.T, for Wayside configuring, we must discuss the depression of Dr. Cretin at one point. The meanest of meager methods for extracting mental masters, Dr. Cretin grew from his mediocre beginning to that of a most melancholy malleability, based nearly totally on his confused clientele. Now, in this part of the tale, the description of the doctor's dress is unimportant. He is of untall stature and holds a handlebar mustache of peppered gray with his left hand, enabling him to be the epitome of the right-handed man. Such was the silly solution to seeming, shorter and younger than youth allowed. And as a baby, Dr. Cretin never cried, but wore a bonnet of tears instead. But he won't share such reasoning. His clientele, being the cause of his depression, were all completely unsick for a majority of their time, but when illness struck, they never went to him. He had to become his own disease for something to do. So came the plague from his patients. Dr. Cretin created J.o.T in a fit of uninspiration from smoking a Wayside tobacco of tainted proportions. This boredom led Dr. Cretin to distill his first concoction from his own baby bonnet of tears. At first, and without fear, he gulped the tonic up into his stomach upside down. Such was the profound purging of happiness's purgatory that Dr. Cretin sat and wrote the first treaty for the Wayside Wars between the whales, worms, whores, and ants. Because no one has ever read the treaty, it remains the finest compromise ever concerning foreign affairs. So came the juice of thought, and the first great utilization in the same evening, leading some scholars to speculate that Dr. Cretin was older than the original tablet. All utter nonsense. Scholars are sculptors of reality and history, deleting enemies while granting affinities to those of the unlearned leaning. But Mr. Riley shall have more to discuss on scholarly trust at a later undate. Moving on to the effects of J.o.T, written by Dr. Cretin himself. Effect 1. Why yes, such an undiluted passion pulsing through my veins. I see reality now as a game, but the plausible effects dissipate, and I find I am the same. Effect 2. Upon upping the downing to unstable the sickening depression, there becomes lively unlivability with current calamity, namely truisms and intelligent thought. Some weapon must be wrought to wipe such waste from the face. Perhaps a solution of J.o.T. Effect 3. Now there is a craving, no depression, so I conclude an addiction has taken the place of said former depression, which is completely manageable when one stays mindful of manufacturing tears. Effect 4. Such has become fun, and peace palpable, and purple peering. Lest the lasses see me leering, I must convert my gaze unto those of hay, remaining there for a day. An effect I'm not sure I've even felt. Effect 5. This effect has been removed due to too much sense meaningless. Effect 6. Lovable daffodils lean on me for feeling, close is near to registered, and the jester has resumed his jotting in the unjust, word writing is best left to the unproperly unlearned. Thus, we have the creation and utilization of J.o.T by Dr. Cretin, the most notable man floating near the ceiling, and with his drink of clarification, the Wayside population proceeded to push the brown boundary of unthought and unintelligence into the realm of art, which is next to the pond of plausibility that we're resting on. So Dr. Cretin is unjustly membered for the great creationism of drinking J.o.T, the wonderful liquor of lucid learning. And that's that. I hope it came out clean enough. I don't know. Oh. So Mr. Dr. Cretin, he's a great man.